Good morning, everyone. This is Saujanya working as assistant professor in CSE department at GRAT. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the task 3, right? So, in this lecture, I am going to tell first one is the DRL command, second one is the task 3 programs. So, we already know the DML, DDL, DRL, TCL, and some other languages there in the SQL. We already learned that DDL is nothing but which will be used to define the structure of a database, whereas DML is used to do the manipulations on the stored data. The next language is the data retrieval language, means whatever the data is available in the database to retrieve that data at that time we are going to use the data retrieval language. Here we are having only one command in the DRL language, that is the select command. This DRL language will be used for the retrieval of the data from the database. In order to see the data present in the database, we will use DRL statement. We have only one DRL statement, that is a select command. Select is only one DRL statement in the SQL. So what is a select command? Is used to select the data from the tables located in a database. Here one of the syntax is there, how we are using the select command. Select attribute 1, attribute 2, up to attribute n you can specify. We need to know one more thing. In the database we can call the columns as attributes as well as the fields also. You can mention any one attribute or column or field. From which table, from which table you are retrieving the data, the table name you have to specify here. At the end of the statement we can end with the semicolon, or else one more syntax is also there, that is select distinct. Distinct is we will see in this lecture only. Then star is nothing but whenever you want to retrieve all the columns from a table, at that time specify the star, or else if you want to retrieve specified columns from the table, at that time you have to mention each column by specifying the comma. uh, and also you can give the alias names for those columns also. The next from class, the next from which table you are retrieving the data, the table name you have to mention here. Then where condition you have to write how many rows you want to retrieve, or else you want to filter the data, at that time where condition will be used. Then after that order by class will be used. Order by class will be used to sort the data in the database. After that you have to mention the column, or else you can write the expression. Then after that, whether it is ascending order or descending order, which order you want you can specify. If you are not specifying any order, it will take by default ascending order. Then for example, select, these are the three columns we are specifying here: e-name, job, comma, salary. From employee table, where salary less than 1000, order by salary in descending order. In place of the columns you can also mention the star also. Select star from emp also you can write, or else which columns you need, those columns data also you can specify here: a-name, job or salary. Then important classes used in the SQL. Just now we saw that SQL syntax, right? Different classes we are using, right? So what is each class name and everything we need to learn in this one. Select columns from tables, where condition, group by columns, having condition, using group functions, order by. So having and group we will see in the next class, lectures. But in this lecture we are going to learn about the from class, where class and order by class. Select class. Then what is the select class? Select class which will be used to retrieve the data from one or more tables, views or snapshots. From class will be used to retrieve the columns which are specified in the select class from one or more tables, views or snapshots. Optional classes. Select and from class are important. Those are mandatory classes in the select class. Whereas the remaining classes are optional. Those are where distinct order by classes. So why we are using the where class? Whenever you want to give the restriction on the data, at that time you are using the where, or else we may call as to filter the data also, we can use the where class. This class restricts the rows selected to those for which the condition is true. If you omit this class, Oracle returns all the rows from the tables, views or snapshots in the from class. The next class is the distinct class. This distinct class returns only one copy of each set of duplicate rows selected. Duplicate rows are those with matching values for each expression in the selected list. Means it will give the only unique values. Whenever you are having the duplicate data in the table, it will remove the duplicate value, it will give the unique values. Means if data is available 3 times, so it will remove the remaining duplicates and it will show at only one time. Example, SQL, select a distinct job from the EMP. What is the meaning of this one? Distinct of job is nothing but this is a column name, right? So how many jobs are will be there in the table? So those job names will be given as one time in the by using this command. Order by, whenever you want to sort the data, you can use the order by class. Order by either ascending or descending. If you are not specifying any order, then it will take the ascending as by default. Then we will go to the task 3 programs. First one, these are the SQL operators. Using the select command only we are using. You have to do now. List the records in the table. Records is nothing but the rows. We need to know this one is, we can call in the database records, rows or tuples. We can have the 3 names for the record, rows or tuples. List the records in the table EMP, order by salary in descending order. We need to show that salary in the descending order. Only he is specifying that salary, but even if you want to display all the columns data, you can specify here. Select star means all the columns which are available in the table, select star from EMP, order by salary in descending order. Salary is a column name here, so select star from EMP, order by salary descending. So the data will become in the descending order. Next is the display only those employees whose department number is 30. So who are working in the department number 30, those data we need to retrieve. So at that reason we need to write the where condition, right? We are filtering some data from the database. For that, select star from EMP where department number is a column name equal to 30. Who are working in the department 30, those data will be displayed as the output here. Next question is that display department number from the table employee avoiding the duplicate values. So here if a department number comes 10 times, you have to remove the 10 times, means it should shows that unique values, right? So for the reason for to display the unique values, we learn one class is the distinct keyword, right? So for that we have to write select distinct of department number from EMP. So here what we are specifying, you are getting the department numbers are 30, 20, 33 and 10. Next question. List all employee names, salary. You need to show that employee names as well as the salary, and 15% rise in the salary means that the salary is increased by the 15%. Label the column as new salary means you have to give the alias name for that column. So whose salary is increased by 15% you have to show, and also the column names you have to specify as a new salary. How it will be, you have to do that, you have to rise that salary, right? For that we have to write select ename comma salary comma salary into that percentage you have to write. Then you are giving the new name for that one. Always alias name should be written in the double quotes. If you want, whenever you want to write, get the same column name like this only, at that time you have to specify the double quotes, or else if you want to write only normal data, at that time no need to specify the double quote, just directly you can write that alias name from EMP. So see here how you are getting name you are getting and the salary you are getting, and this you are doing that salary into 15%, right? So that name you are giving as a new salary, that is specified here, new and salary. You are getting like this answer. Next question is display the rows whose employee number ranges from 7500 to 7600. So who are working in this ID numbers, those data you have to display. For the reason you have to write select employee number, employee name, salary from EMP where employee number between 7500 and 7600. Those data only you are getting as an output. Next is the display all the employees in department 10 and department 20 in alphabetical order of the names. So you have to do the sorting order, as well as who are working the department 10 and 20 you have to display, right? For that, select employee number, employee name, department number from EMP, where department number you are specifying the two, right? For that we are using some operator called the in operator, 10 comma 20, then group by e-name. So based on that group by e-name you are getting the answer. In place of group by name, order by e-name also you can specify here. Next one is that list the employee names who do not earn commission, who is not getting the commission in the employees. For those details you have to mention. Select employee number, employee name, salary from employee where commission is null. Who are not getting the salary, those members you have to specify the null, right? So for that, select e name from employee where commission is null. Those data it is displayed as here, right? So last one is that display all the details of the records with 5 characters names with S as starting as a character. So for that we are having the like keyword is there. By using that like keyword you can mention that whose names are start with the S. Then after that you have to put the percentile symbol. Then you will get the data whose names are starting with the S. Like that you can write the names here. Okay, I think you can understand this task 3 programs. Thank you.